To start off, I am using, let's see, these are US 11 8mm needles. I just have them on a really short circular cable. And then some yarn from my stash, but this is Big Twist Icing, and it's a super bulky weight. To start, I'm going to cast on 54 stitches and join them in the round. Let's see, so that's one. Just like so. And I'll be back when I have them all on. Okay, so now we have all of our stitches on. So I casted on 54 and then I casted on one extra so that I can join in the round. So to do that, I'm going to take this stitch and bring it over to my right needle, and then I'm going to pick up that last extra stitch that I just casted on, and I'm going to, it's a little tight here, I'm going to slip it over as if I'm binding off. I'm going to slip it over that other stitch and then just pull tight. Okay, so that lets me join in the round, and then I'm going to add a stitch marker and I'll be right back. Okay, these first couple rounds might be a little snug just as you get kind of everything moving around your cable, but I'm going to start in a pattern of 2 knits and then 1 purl and do that. So we're going to knit the first stitch, we're going to knit the second stitch, and then I'm going to bring my yarn in front and kind of adjust some of my stitches around, give myself some room. And then for the purl, I'm going to actually purl through the back loop. So you can kind of see how I've gone from behind, coming through, grab my yarn, and bring it back through. I like going through the back loop for my purls when I'm doing any kind of ribbing because I think it just really tightens the ribbing up and makes it look nicer. So I'm going to continue in that pattern all the way around. So I'm going to knit 1. This is kind of where you just have to adjust the stitches. I'm going to knit a second one and then bring my yarn to the front. You can kind of see I'm just adjusting my stitches after every like 2, and then bring my yarn through the back and purl. Okay, and I'm going to do that for the whole round, and then we'll just keep doing that for as many rounds, and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so we've reached the end of the first round. I'm just going to slip my stitch marker and repeat that same exact thing. So we're going to knit 1 normal, knit 1, and then bring our yarn to the front and purl through the back loop. And we'll just keep repeating that all the way around. And I'm gonna keep going until I run out of yarn, most likely, since I'm just using stash yarn. But I would do, I think, 14 rows before binding off. So I'll be back. So we've reached the end of our final round, and now we're going to bind off and finish our headband. So to start that, I am going to just knit 1, I'm going to knit a second one, and then I am just going to pass that first stitch over the second one. And I'm just going to do that again all the way around. So same with these purls. I am also just going to knit 1, and then I'm going to pass the one before it. It's a little hard because I'm working with like single ply yarn. just keep doing that. Just knit one and then pass that stitch over. When you just have one stitch left to bind off, you're going to grab some scissors and cut a tail. And then we will weave that through. Open this one up. Take that out. And then we will just pull it through and pull it tighten. And then now we're just going to weave in our ends and we will have a finished headband. And here it is all done. Yeah.